Hello again, hunters. Happy whatever day it is that you're watching this. The Fatalis weapons and armors are so broken in Monster Hunter, but honestly, I love it because it's an endgame set. Testing out their raw damage matches, it doesn't match anything we've ever seen, and honestly, it beats element damage for most weapons that don't actually specialize in element like bow or dual blades. So for Insect Glaive, the raw damage definitely is very nice. So I've put together here a general high damage build for you all, just basically something for you to hunt all the other monsters in the game. This set has literally cut my hunts by at least a third depending on the monster, so it's quite handy and insane, saves you a lot of time honestly. If you would just like to see the set and the jewels, you can skip to the timestamp in the description below, otherwise I'm going to walk us through the whole build. Last quick thing, if you'd like to hunt with us, the link to my Discord is in the description. We've got a great group of hunters there and great groups of all levels, so you're welcome to join at any point in time. Okay, let's jump right on in because this video isn't going to last long. It's only going to last as long as this Velkhana fight, and honestly, she doesn't last long. So, the Fatalis weapons are really efficient. The build is a 4-piece Fatalis where 3 are beta, but the waist are alpha, and a 1-piece Kulviteroth alpha legs. Now this seems to be the meta for most weapons, to be honest, so just jumping into jewel wise, I have maxed out attack, critical eye, critical boost, weakness exploit, and agitator using the charm and 1 4+ agitator jewel on the build. One thing I will note here is that I don't actually have 2 attack 4 jewels. Sadly, RNGesus hates me and has just not blessed me, so I had to use up an extra slot by putting on 2 sprinter / attacks. If you have been blessed with 2 attack 4 jewels, I would just change this one sprinter attack into the attack 4 and change the other one into a coalescence. The coalescence or phoenix jewel adds more attack after clearing a blight, and for most monsters you will be blighted for at least something because this isn't a sappy set. This build is also a peak performance build, so if you aren't comfortable with flawless, I would suggest that you change the 2 flawless jewels that I have on this build and change the Kulvi legs into beta legs, and then you can put whatever jewels you'd like. But flawless is great if you are hunting monsters that you've learned quite well, adds that 20+ attack when your health is max, so it's quite useful. The extras that we have on this build are 3 handicrafts, and honestly 3 is all you need. Most tempered monsters I can defeat with this build in 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm not even a speedrunner, guys, so that's really bringing my times closer to speedrunning time with this build, and I don't lose purple sharpness either. Finally, we have 2 enhancer / maintenance jewels. Now, maintenance is just helpful to get those mantles back. It honestly just makes most of these general hunts very efficient. Enhancer is superb for Insect Glaive, and honestly, I've wanted Enhancer on my attack builds for quite a while, but I always had to sacrifice some sort of damage on the previous builds. So I'm thankful that Fatalis has this many jewel slots so you can put it on. It keeps your Kinsect charged longer, and I thought it was a great addition because then you can focus on your damage for a much longer period of time instead of worrying about that Kinsect being charged again. Aside from the regular build, on my mantles I do have brace on the build, so that's just really to make this build more versatile, generally for both team hunts and solos. Being on the mantle, it doesn't affect your damage on or off, but in team hunts with maintenance you pretty much have your mantles on at all the time, so you won't be flinched by any of your teammates. Lastly, I've mentioned this in my previous videos, my Rocksteady has 2 gobblers, just because I generally like to ignore my health when I use Rocksteady and I just go in and attack as much as possible. So Gobbler just helps me that I can heal really quickly when my health is super low, if it gets super low and if I get hit that much. And yeah, that's about it. So it's about a medium level comfort build with high damage. The raw damage from this weapon is just so good, and honestly, you'll never need to change weapons. Unless AT Velkhana armor changes that for element builds, maybe. We'll find out in the future. Alright, so with that, we are done with the armor. The weapon itself has 3 different augments, and I think this is pretty common for most Fatalis weapons. 1 affinity, 1 health aug, and 1 element aug. Now, the affinity is quite key since the Fatalis weapons have really shitty affinity. Like, even with 1 aug, this whole build maxes at 95% while the monster is enraged, thanks to agitator. So do keep that in mind that when you're hunting with this build, always enrage the monster. I will be honest though, with the new Fatalis weapons, the monsters don't last that long, so you really have to do this maybe just once in a hunt, maybe twice if you're unlucky, if they move around too much. That's about it. Health Aug as usual is a great choice for Insect Glaive, and the last slot you may as well just put in that extra element dragon damage. Doesn't really do much, but Elder Dragons do have affliction to some sort of damage at some part of their body, so It's just whatever. It's not really a huge addition. You can put defense if you really wanted to. And that's about it. We've pretty much come to the end of the hunt here. He's already limping away. Poor Velkhana. But yeah, you can see my purple sharpness is still not even halfway used. You really don't even need handicraft 3. I would say just keep it on if you want to keep the build versatile for team hunts. You might, if you're doing more of the weight, pulling more of the weight, you know, you might lose more sharpness in a hunt. So it would be nice for team hunts. You could reduce it to 2 if you really wanted. I don't think it would make a difference. Tool special has been really helpful. For the most part, at any point during the hunt, you have a mantle available to you if you so wish. And with the brace on my glider mantle, I actually don't get flinched at all as long as I'm wearing some sort of mantle. Now right here, I got really caught up in killing her, so I didn't even bother putting the mantle. Oh, there she goes. So she's already dead. And there you have it, folks. That is the true Fatalis Deus Insect Glaive with a general build for most monsters. It'll honestly be perfect for you to hunt any tempered monsters that you're looking for. Get you any parts you need. Anything, even in guiding lands, you can go around for hours with this. Maybe slot in a geo somewhere in there. That's about it. As I mentioned, here's the build for anyone else that wants to see it once more. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be working on some more builds as well, and I'll try to get those videos out as well. But I do main Insect Glaive, so I wanted to get this one out first. And in a couple of months, we have Monster Hunter Rise, guys. So I can't wait to hunt with all of you there. And it'll be a very different experience, but we'll keep hunting. Till next time, hunters, stay safe, stay indoors, and keep hunting. Ska Sensei is out.